people, welcome back. Today I'm doing my TBR for the Fortnight Frights readathon. If you haven't heard of it, Seji at the Artisan Geek created this readathon all by herself. She put a lot of work into it and made a whole website, and there's printables and stickers and just all sorts of cute stuff. But she wanted to bring awareness kind of to different books and authors in the horror genre, which is perfect for October. We're in spooky season, and I'll leave some links in my description with all sorts of information about the readathon and her announcement video and everything like that. But yeah, I'm just super excited for this readathon. I don't really read horror or spooky things. I have read quite a bit of like dystopian fiction, but I'm just really excited to broaden my horizons a little bit. Sorry if you hear meowing, that's Day. As I said already, the readathon is called Fortnight Frights. It takes place over a fortnight, and it's going to be October 18th through the 31st. It's a lot of time to get reading done, and I really like that this is a little longer. The reading rush was like a week, and I didn't get as much reading done as I had hoped. So I'm really happy to have a longer period of time to get reading done. I just feel like that's easier to like get your goals done and stuff. The readathon, you can win in a couple ways. You can either score a bingo on the bingo cards that Seji created, and you kind of just pick whichever ones look the most appealing to you, or you can just combine two of the prompts and win that way. So one's a little easier, and then one's a little more of a challenge if you want to try to read a little bit more. And then she also has bonus challenges where you can read one of the books that she picked that she's going to do live discussions on. So she also has all these other events she has planned, like movie screenings and different videos she's doing. Here's my Halloween kitty. He's being very needy right now. So yeah, her website is full of different challenges and fun events she has planned. So I definitely would recommend to go check that out. So now I'm gonna tell you guys what I picked for the challenge. I'm gonna try to score bingo. I don't own any physical copies of these books. I was trying to pick stuff that I already have, but again, this is about diversifying your reading, and I just wanted to read things that I've never really heard of before or authors I haven't heard of, so I decided to kind of branch out from what I already have, and we'll just keep my TBR growing. But I'm either going to try to find these on Libby or some sort of other online version, and then I'll probably check out my used bookstores or half-price books or something. But I'm trying to be more thoughtful with what I buy. So yeah, I don't have any copies with me, but I'll include little pictures wherever I put them, and yeah, so sorry about that. I'm actually going to be trying to do a diagonal bingo. So my first prompt is a short story, and I actually picked a book full of short stories that I've heard a lot of really great things about. It is called Her Body and Other Parties by Carmen Maria Machado. And it's kind of hard to categorize a book full of short stories just because I'm sure all the stories are going to be pretty different. But from what I've seen, there's a lot of genre bending and some like psychological horror thriller type elements. So I'm really excited to read this one. Again, I've heard super great things about it all over the internet. Some of her stories: a wife refuses her husband's entreaties to remove the green ribbon from around her neck, which reminds me of that, I don't know if y'all read the story of the girl with the ribbon on her neck and then she pulled it off and her head fell off. Classic. A woman recounts her sexual encounters as a plague slowly consumes humanity. A sales clerk in a mall makes a horrifying discovery within the seams of the store's prom dresses. One woman's surgery-induced weight loss results in an unwanted house guest. So yeah, wide range of topics and genres, and it just seems like a super interesting book of short stories. My second prompt is a book written before 1960. I really haven't read a lot of classics, especially classic horror, so I picked Dracula by Bram Stoker, the classic vampire tale. I've watched and read a zillion books and movies that have been inspired by Dracula, but I've never actually watched or read Dracula. So I figured that would be just a good spooky classic to read in this Halloween season. Prompt number 3 is a translated piece. I went to Seji's list of recommendations for this one because I just couldn't really think of anything on my own. So ultimately for this one, I chose The Blind Owl by Sadegh Hedayat, that was an Iranian author, and this is considered like one of the most important works of modern Iranian literature. So I just thought that would be a really great one to know, to be able to reference culturally, just to be aware of. The Blind Owl is about a man who descends into madness after he loses his lover. And I also think it's pretty philosophical because from what I've read, it kind of turns into the main character's outlook on the human condition. So I think it's going to be a lot of like meditations on humanity and stuff like that. So not like super spooky scary, but psychologically tormenting type of thing. But I think this one will be very interesting to read. I really can't think of any like Iranian authors that I've read recently. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. And the last prompt is a piece of dark fantasy. For this one, I picked The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson, which also is the book for the bonus challenge. So they're going to be doing a live discussion about this book, which will be super fun. As the title suggests, it's about witches. This girl is in a puritanical society, and the main character is already kind of an outsider just because of her family, but she eventually discovers that her mother had some ties to powerful witches that were killed in this forest near where she lives. So she starts learning more about the witches and also like truths about where she comes from. But yeah, this one I've heard is super spooky. I love stuff about witches, and I'm also really looking forward to the live discussion about it. I've never participated in anything like that, so I think that'll also be super fun. And there we have it. I really love this readathon. I think it's such a fun way to learn about different books and different authors that I probably never would have heard of otherwise. I didn't pick the most scary books to read, but I don't really like being scared. But what I did choose to read, I'm super excited to read. Again, if you're interested in this readathon, or you just want to learn more about it, or you just want to see the giant list of horror spooky books to read, I definitely recommend checking out Seji. This whole readathon is just so awesome and creative. If you do decide to join, let me know what you're reading. I am always looking for new stuff to add to my ever-growing TBR. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.